Okay, we are back for the Banner Saga. Let's just get straight into it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we need to go and speak to Iver. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm going to struggle with the pronunciation of all the names, apart from this guy, because it's easy. Rook. You find anyone? Iver. A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Good question, Rook. I mean, very good question. Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. What are Menders? But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. Is that what they call them? Slag? That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. So mysterious, Iver. Okay, yeah, so last time I wasted a bunch of money. What do I do here? I just press this one? No. This one? This one? Click on any of these? No. That just puts that away. Heroes. Oh yeah, here we go. So last time... Oh, can he... Oh yeah, I don't have the points though. I've got 2 renown. I need 5 to rank this guy up. It costs 5 to promote. Yeah, see here. So we don't have that because I thought I had more renown. I didn't. I'm learning as I go also. I ended up buying these items, which apparently I cannot use with these people. What happens if I... Okay, I can't take it off. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just remove that, and then... Nope, still can only use the one. Interesting. Well, we shall use it. What's Rook's lore? Rook is a skilled hunter from a long line of woodsmen who have lived in Skogir, though none of his family have survived the long, hard winters of the north. Since childhood, he has been close friends with the town's resident Varl, Iver. His talents quickly landed him the position of Huntmaster of Skogir, and Rook wrestles with wanting to teach his daughter, Alette, to become a self-sufficient woman, while also keeping her safe from harm, something he was unable to do for his wife, Aldis, years ago. And dear. So his wife died, and he's struggling with what to do with his daughter. And Iver, when Skogir was still young, Iver wandered into the town's centre, startling the settlers from Rundwall, who had rarely seen a Varl before. He's never said why he left Varl lands to help men build a small town, but each chieftain in Skogir's family line is happy to have him. He's known Rook since the man was young, and the two formed a fast kinship. He's only got 1 kill, whereas Rook has got 2. Okay, and yeah, apparently I can't use either of those, so hooray for wasting all my renown on that. Okay, I guess if we can't do anything there, then I guess we just go to the Great Hall. Who's this? Oh, it's the chieftain. Rook, thank the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. Oddleif. Okay, Oddleif. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? It's a good question, Oddleif. Iver says, I don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some tough decisions, but tell me straight, what would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook? I mean, it appears we don't have any fighters. So let's go with Iver on this one, I think. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagined us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Iver's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If dredge are coming down from the north, Frostvellr to the west. It's close, and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skugger in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostvellr. What does Rook say? That sounds like suicide, Iver. Let's do as the chieftain says. Iver's right. I'll help with the distraction. What if we set the town on fire as we left? Do we abandon the storehouse? I guess I'll help Iver. We need to give the townsfolk an opportunity to escape. So let's try that. The chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan. Iver? Nope. Then I'm coming with you. Chieftain's wife stepping in. That catches you by surprise. Chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Iver. We'll leave when you're clear. Alright. I want Gil with us, says Iver. If something happens to us, I need him to tell the chieftain. Iver goes off to find him. Alette finds you. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come, she says. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. No, you just go with the caravan, Alette. Don't leave me alone, she says, tears in her eyes. It's difficult, but you drag yourself to the door of the Great Hall, resolute that you're making the best decision for her. Yeah, please. You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see dredge in every direction. Iver starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Ekkill. Nice, okay. Let's see, what does he do? So he's a young boy growing up in Skogr without parents. Ekkill spends a lot of time behind a battered metal shield, training to be a fighter. The few who know him well call him Gil. And what's his special? Stonewall. Braces for impact with his heavy shield, resisting damage for each strike for the next turn. Each hit the raid master takes to either strength or armor is reduced, preventing him from taking permanent damage to either. The raid master can use Stonewall to rush into a group of enemies and gain a forward advantage or step in the way of a powerful enemy to block his movement with impunity. Stonewall, shield wall. By standing next to an ally, the character creates a shield wall, raising the armor of both himself and his ally by 1. Nice. Bonus remains until the raider is no longer adjacent to the ally. When multiple raiders stand next to each other, this effect is magnified as they grant each other their own bonus. 4 raiders standing in a square formation will each gain an additional 4 armor. Wow. Very nice. That's nice. Okay, Oddleif. The chieftain of Skogr was considered one of the luckier men in town when he wooed the beautiful daughter of a well-known fighter. These days, most people consider him a lucky man for marrying someone who knows how to run a town. Okay, Rain of Arrows. Secretly selects an unoccupied tile on the board and fires up to 3 arrows in the air. If any enemy passes through the selected tile, they are hit by the falling arrow, doing normal strength damage and stopping them in their tracks, ending their turn. Rain of Arrows can be used offensively, defensively, to protect allies, and in general is most effective when forcing an opponent to second-guess his actions. Smart use of the ability can potentially lock down an entire team. And Puncture. By standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that takes advantage of an enemy's missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack, as long as she didn't move beforehand. This makes her especially deadly near the end of a fight, or against tough opponents who have lost a lot of armor. Just remember not to move, giving the archer time to line up her shot. Okay, that sounds good to me. Okay, what was Rook's? So he has Mark Prey and Light Step, allowing him to just pass through. Okay, active ability, passive ability. So I can just do this without special stuff. Light Step can help a crafty character get safely into position behind armored allies before going in for the strike, or escape from a dangerous position. Okay, I need to figure out how to use that. Either battering ram, return the favor. Okay, yes, I remember that. Okay. This is passive, this is active. Okay, brace for impact. Each hit. So he's a raid master. Each hit to either strength or armor is reduced. Resist 3 damage per hit. 1 arrow. Knock back and do 1 break damage. 1 break damage, auto attack for all allies. Okay. Let's just give it a shot. We can only use these 4. Turn order. Okay. Do that. I guess we move this. Makes a bit more sense there, I guess. Ready for battle. Let's go. Let's kill those dredge. Okay, why would we be all split up like this? That's just annoying. Feel like he should be here. there. And hopefully we'll be able to block everything. Let's try that. Okay, he's just gonna march forward. Yeah. And then we can use the battering ram to knock this one back. Nice. And we march forward again. And we use the stone wall. Alright, I think I can do this. And then I can still attack. Or perhaps I should attack this guy. Nice. And the rain of arrows. Okay, no, that's not good. Doesn't seem all that useful right now. Maybe I'll just break the armor. Good job. Alright, now what does he do? Oh yeah, battering ram. So let's just go with attacking. And I think we will knock him down. Yeah, I think so. Let's just try this. Job. And I think we do stone wall again. Okay, now I think I can do... don't have puncture. Or do I? Right, she has that puncture thing. Let me just see. I go for this guy. Why is it green? I'm just going for it. Yeah, so far, we're doing alright. We're doing okay. think once again we go stone wall. Playing a vital role at the moment. And we will do Mark Prey again. Let me just check this actually. Get 3. Yeah, let's do Mark Prey. Beautiful. So far, so epic. Which guy goes next? This guy, and then this guy. Okay, I feel like, yeah, we have to take this guy because he's a danger to her. And once again. We'll do this. Well resisted, sir. Keep using that stone wall. Phenomenal work. And mark that prey again. What? Can I not do that? Oh, it has to be directly. Okay, well let's just... we don't need to do that anyway. Just do that. Nice. Let's move her, I guess, there. And attack. Do the armor. Beautiful. Let's hope he gets this. There we go. What a kill. Ekkill was the MVP there. Sorry, just checking something. Okay, yeah, so 5 renown, very nice, thank you very much. We lost 4 supplies, oh no. Okay, you have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in thick woods where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleif is the first to spot them. There! She points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. Uh-oh. Ah, you. Alette rushes to you, throwing her arms around your waist. You smile and hug her tightly. Dad, please don't do that again, she says. Brave girl, this one, as one of the women from Skogir. Chieftain would have died without her. She points to the back of the caravan. You find Oddleif beside her husband, who is laid out in a cart. Old fool, she says, got himself a prize for trying to fight back. She shows you his deep gut wound. But he's alive. Nothing for it but to get to Frostvellr. You continue on in silence, Alette's hand in your own. 30 renown. Ooh. I hope we're going to have enough food here. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. But spaced out so far, you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We've got to pull them together, says Iver. It'll be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. I guess we'll try to rally them with a speech. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Morale improved, yes. Normal morale. I've only got 2 days of supplies. I guess this is a Godstone. Looks crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This thing is going off the page. Off the screen. Okay, Iver, far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Frostvellr. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. You advocated for this, Rook. Iver, chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's going to be alright? God's Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control. Terrified when you are. A man of wisdom. Sorry, a Varl of wisdom. Pull it together. You're right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care. I can tell. Fair. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Iver. Yeah, I love Iver already. Sounds like a legend to me. Okay, sleep poorly. The sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. Lost 4 supplies. The Godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Frostvellr looking the same direction as you. Let's inspect that stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors, not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else, now that the gods are dead. Frostvellr was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his dark woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace, carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. What did she give me? Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostvellr. It feels like an end more than a start. Bjarken rune. We only have 1 day of supplies. This could end before it even begins. The Caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. What are you doing out here alone? We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Well, it's more mouths to feed, but they are suggesting a place where we could get food. So we really need supplies. We're, people are going to start starving if we don't get supplies. So I'm willing to listen. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. Amazing. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Very nice. We've got 5 days of supplies. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone. Later, the instigator, Rafnsvartr, is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Okay, we tie him up until he dries out, I think. You grab a rope from the supplies and make short work of the sot. A few onlookers throw scraps at him, but most just walk away with a laugh, at least content that some measure has been taken. Okay, good. Caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostvellr, with beds and fresh supplies. Locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves whilst you set up nearby. Okay, so what have we got? We can rest, we can look at the map, go to the market, we can look at the heroes. Okay, first of all, let's look at this map, see where we are. Okay, Frostvellr is where we're headed. Let's just look. Once sitting upon the bank of a wide lake, when the Nordfelling turned to a waste, the city of Frostvellr became a tattered bastion, blasted by the freezing winds that roll through the valley. Those who live here still are not known for their hospitality. Oh, well, that's promising. Sounds like we're going to be walking for a while. We're in the Setterlund, I guess. Okay. In fact, where are we likely to keep walking to once we reach Frostvellr? I guess we're going to head to Wormtow, maybe? Yeah, Wormtow. So we're going to have to walk across the Nordfelling wastes first. Nordfelling were not always wastes. At one time, a lake sprawled for hundreds of miles until the land cracked beneath it and the water drained over generations, leaving a featureless, frozen desert. Within, curious explorers found the remains of the godstone Redormir, and wondered how it got there. Okay, so frozen wastes, which sounds like not going to be finding many supplies. Wormtow. In the foothills of the Wormscale Mountains, the Varl created a small town beneath tall pines overlooking the Nordfelling wastes. Few come here, aside from those looking for seclusion. Okay, so, I mean, that sounds like after Frostvellr, our next hope of any supplies. And the Setterlund, what is this? They had such high hopes for Setterlund, the new kingdom of Manenval, they called it, rounding up anyone who yearned for land of their own. Whole clans and families took the caravans and banners to the untamed frontier. Then the Nordfelling lake disappeared, the trees withered beneath Arctic winds, and the crops would not grow. Sounds very friendly, this place. Okay, let's have a look in the hero tent. I guess I can promote Rook now. Continue, I guess. Oh, cancel this for a second. Let's take that off. Okay. I can't use this either. I can't, what the hell? There we go. Alright, well, let's just promote. Alright, so 2 points available. And Mark Prey uses willpower, which is important. Willpower. Do I put it in both into willpower, do you think? Let me have a look. Let's see if there are any kind of tips of how I should be using this guy. Dance, 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 dance. Boom, 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 boom. Da 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. Da 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 da. Is this the one I want? Let's have a look here. Nope, don't want this. Make it up, make it up. Okay, okay, it is suggesting strength and armor, and what is this one? What is this? Where's the clue again? There it is. Exertion. Oh, so I can use more willpower in a given attack. Okay, well, let's go with the first one. Let's go with one more strength. And let's go with maybe one more to break armor. No. Let's go one more exertion. No. Let's go break armor. Okay. Now let's see. Are we able to equip any of these to any of these characters? No. No. Really? Well, this is annoying. What about... Can I remove this and equip it to Alette? Yes, I can equip that to Alette. What was ARM? Oh, armor, right, yeah. What does she do again? Thread the needle. Straight line up to 5 tiles. Can shoot every character on the way. And she has puncture. Missing armor, doing bonus damage. Every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength. As long as she doesn't move. Okay. And Oddleif, does she have puncture as well? Yes, she does. So, up front breaks the armor. And then arrow guys do the damage. Okay. Let's get out of here. I think that is everything we can do here. We should buy some supplies at the market. $6 days worth. 7 days worth. Maybe try that. What do we have here? I wish there was a way to know who could use it. Okay, so Warrior's Oath. A medallion worn around the neck of some Varl to remind themselves of their worth as warriors, +1 to will. Charm of the Wandering Mind. An engraving on this charm reads, a fleeting thought may be more important than you think. 20% dodge. Strength. Okay. Tortoise Band. A tortoise band. An early king of men was known to have a ring that he would turn compulsively on his finger before rushing back into battle. 2 armor break per rest. Bale's Locket. This silver locket reveals a tuft of white fur that must have been precious to its owner. Obsidian power. The fragments of shattered dredge obsidian, carefully ground to a powder, will sometimes explode when applied to a weapon. Knockback on strength greater than 4. Don't know what any of these things mean. Okay. Should I buy these things? 2 will, 1 will. I mean, I feel like that might be useful. 6 renown, let's go for it. I guess let's try that. And then maybe 1 more, 2 more, 3 more? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now let's see if any of the things we bought are usable by anyone. So he can use this. Oh, is this the rank that the character has to be? Is that what this is? These are ranks. So I could actually put this one here. And then Rook is rank 2, so yes. So what does this one do again? Dodge, strength, and will. Well, I feel like this one. Alright. This looks good to me. We've been to the market. We've got 9 days of supplies. I guess we go speak to this guy, Gil. Rest would boost our morale. Let's speak to Gil first. How's the arm, Ekkill? You find Ekkill just outside the camp practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some harder hits out there. Oh yeah, I'm great. Not great, considering everything. I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now. But if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to Alette. Oh yeah. Iver seems to think you're pretty good. Did he say that? That's good, I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but... Well, I mean, I'm assuming because he went to find you specifically. Oops. Just seems like I could be a help to someone. I don't know what that one I skipped was. That's what I want to be. He wants to be a help, okay? I guess I'll ask him about his designs on Alette. Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. I know, I didn't mean... Easy girl. I know what you meant. Have I never seen a shield like this before? Is that so unique? I feel like I've seen it, so I'm heading back to camp. Stay strong. I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. You can do anything you need. Okay, it's a bit broad, but okay. Between you and Iver, we're going to be okay. I can tell. Alright, should we rest once? Maybe raise morale? Okay, morale did improve, but I didn't see a significant improvement. Maybe once more? There we go, okay. Now though, I'm gonna get some more supplies. Is that all I can do? Yep. Oh, okay. This is how many the place has available to sell. Got it. Alright, well, we'll leave now then. We've got 8 days of supplies. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogun, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogun. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostvellr. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogun, he screams. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. This is the town leader speaking. Okay. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skogir. Skogir. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Well, that seems unreasonable. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. There won't be anything to tend once the dredge arrive. Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogun, but you've got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogun, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogun draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogun. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. I don't want to get involved. You guys do your own thing. Step back as one of the thugs lunges forward and is caught in the ribs by Hogun's axe. The air soon rings with the sound of screams and axe heads against shields. 4 men lie dead on the ground before the others run. You hurt, Mogun? No. Should have done that years ago. My god, these brothers are hardcore. Nah. Can't go around killing for no good reason. This was a good reason. The brothers head back into the village, and soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Hogun introduces you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing. Before long, you set out again. My gosh. Morale decline. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleif approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleif has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogir. Come and find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? I don't know. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mum? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogir throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she was here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colourful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. It wasn't my decision to make. Deciding what happens to other people, I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do. It's not exactly my calling, either. Yeah, I know. Dad, I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skugr is your burden now. Okay. I guess we now go see Oddleif. Oh, we've got a banner here. Okay, how are you doing, Odd? Oh, nice, we just call her Odd. Nice. I'm alright. Oh, but I realized after I handed you the banner, I probably gave the wrong impression. My husband's still in and out of consciousness. It doesn't look good. It's harder than I thought it would be. Just not knowing. Yeah, your husband is still alive, and you're saying be the chief, okay. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleif before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? Yeah, well, my instinct is, If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I don't know. I think they would follow you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. I'll do my best. I think so too. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Morale improved. More renown. Fantastic. Okay, good morale. I feel like we could head out. Let's just check the heroes once more. Yep, no one to level up. How many kills do these guys have? 1 for Iver. 1 for Gil. 4 for Rook. 1 for Oddleif. And 1 for Alette. Oh, let's have a look at Hogun. So Hogun is a thrasher. Hogun and his brother Mogun have gotten the same question their entire lives. Why don't you don't find many twins about, and even fewer who know how to use an axe. Hogun tends to be the more level-headed of the two, which may explain why he ended up with a wife and child. Okay, so he has Bloody Flail, which means he strikes multiple times, randomly hitting his opponent for 1 strength or 1 armor damage. On the last hit, Bloody Flail does damage equal to 1 + 1 for each ally standing adjacent to him. This last hit will randomly damage strength or armor. Bloody Flail does direct damage, making it useful even when the character is near death. For this reason, it also does a great job of taking out wounded enemies who still have a lot of armor by bypassing it completely. Rank 1 does 4 strikes. Okay, and his passive. Oh, he also has Shield Wall. Nice. Standing next to an ally, the character creates a shield wall, raising the armor for both himself and his ally by 1. Bonus remains until the raider is no longer adjacent to the ally. When multiple raiders stand next to each other, this effect is magnified as they grant each other their own bonus. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Like this guy, Hogun could be very useful. And Mogun, not the same law. Mogun tends to be the sort to act first and think later. This may explain the scar amongst other things. And his specials, he also has Bloody Flail and Shield Wall. Okay. Do they both have the same stats? No. So Hogun has high armor. Mogun has high strength. Otherwise, they're the same. And they need to kill 2. Yeah, 2 to level up. Okay, I think we will drop. Oh, we can fit. Okay, I just put her there. Okay. We'll have Hogun here. I feel like that's a good mix, right? I want to keep his daughter safe. Alright, let's head on out. I should have done training just to test it out. Never mind. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this pace, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. I wish them well. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder, and the fighters depart. We lost 8 fighters. Morale's declined. Complaints of Rafnsvartr's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Rafnsvartr's leg before leading him to you. Okay, we're just going to tell him he drinks nothing but water from now on. Or... I mean... let's just ban him from camping near others. He'll rest and drink away from everyone until until you learn to control yourself, you tell the man. Caravan approves of your decision until Rafnsvartr disappears one evening. When you finally find him, it has a corpse at the bottom of a steep ravine. You must have stumbled into it. It was a nuisance, but nobody wanted to see it end like this. God damn. Okay. Okay, morale is still good though. We're okay.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellr now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against dredge as well.
Okay, what do we got? Jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellr for days. The gates are closed and come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddleif finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Val from Frostvellr, Greyhorn, people from Betrayal, all the nearby villages. The dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellr has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they closed the gates. When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. Okay, so what can we do? We're getting in the halls. Sorry, we're getting in the walls somehow. I want to know more about what's going on in there. Let's lay low for now and see what happens. Where else could we go? I don't know what to do. I want to know more about what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't gonna break it, just push really hard. Alright, so we have the gate, rest, market. Well, as ever, let's have a look at the market. A leather flask. It takes either a brave man or a stupid man to stop for a drink in the midst of a battle, but those who do swear by it. Yes, 1 will per rest. Eaterfang. Cursed Fang, said to fill itself with the blood of its enemies. Grant power to those who would keep it full, plus 3 will per kill. That is huge. Kill something, you get 3 will. Statue of a sightless man. Level 5, it's not really useful. A figurine occasionally carried by older warriors who believed it would temporarily blind their enemies. Wow, 20% dodge strength and 2 extra strength. That is crazy for level 5. But anyway, I guess we'll take another couple of days worth. And then I guess do we rest here? boost that morale a bit. Let's take a rest. See if we can boost the morale. It's been a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Alette. We could help them. Ekkill pulls you aside. I followed the outside of the city walls, he says, and there's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us get in, we might open the gates from the inside. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Alright, let's check out this water passage. I'm not fitting through there, says Iver, when you arrive at the Narradux. Go without me. It looks like it'll get you on top of the walls and then down to the gate where you can open it. Alright, well... I guess we'll go for it. Gotta get people inside somehow. When Ekkill said water, you should have guessed runoff. Ugh, nasty. Still, you managed to squeeze your way through tight stonework and force your way past an iron grate. You take stairs to the top of the walls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Okay, well, I guess we will battle. It said they don't take notice, but apparently they do take notice. Ayah. So I'm flanked here. How about... these two here, this here. Actually, let's start here. That seems relatively safe. Okay, and broski, you're just gonna go stone wall. Boom. Yikes. Can he do it to that guy? No. Has to be. Okay, no diagonals. Gotcha. Gotcha. I guess we'll just wait. God damn. Going just straight in there. Okay, well, we'll focus on this guy. I'm gonna go right here. Mark prey. Oh. What can she do? Rain of arrows. Okay, rain of arrows. Do we want that? Don't think so. We need to deal with this guy. We need her to move, don't we? God damn these charging motherfuckers. Do I do this? Yeah, let's try that. She's down. Alright, let's go with this fella. You're not doing well here. Try to get rid of this guy. Oh gosh. These guys are getting battered. Nice. Yeah, we'll just finish that guy off, I think. Got promoted again. Ekkill promoted. Alette is injured. Mogun is injured. And Oddleif is injured. Too many injuries. 5 renown. Okay, Ekkill. Who the hell is Ekkill? What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. Oh, really? But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. Oh my god. Thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skull. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and a Varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekkill. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Iver and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge before things went... I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got your own Varl. That counts for something. Keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me. And to take back Frostvellr. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Okay, I guess we'll join him for now. Rather than fend for ourselves. There are 3 warring factions. That would outnumber us. So let's join him for now. Good. Because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. Ekkill shouts to his men. With the gates closed, you follow him down obscured alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Iver. Chapter 3, Little Did They Sleep. Okay, we're shifting back across to Ubin. And Hakon. Okay, Magur says, Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too. You perk up, just now realizing Magur has been talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? Sorry, just tired. Go on. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Eric? I met him. He seemed competent enough. That's Uben. Nice. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound has healed, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. I need some more coffee. Pause right here while I go and get some coffee. Okay. Sorry about the delay there. Let's get back to it. Where were we? So, I have my coffee now. Delicious coffee. Keeping me alive. Keeping me awake. What time is it? 10 to 2. Okay. So, Ubin, I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Okay, what is Hakon saying? They are right, Ludin. Return to Strand, go home. Ludin makes his own decisions. Vognir's dead, there's no reason to stay. I am feeling, it's either 1 or 3. I'm gonna go with 3. Vognir's dead, there's no reason to stay. What do you expect me to do? Go back to my father and tell him one Val died, so the alliance is over? He has a point. As Vognir's Kender, you have the same responsibilities, Hakon. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering roads, not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? So, number 1, tell them to be cautious, no more losses. Number 2, tell them we cover the mountainside in dredge bodies. And 3, tell them we don't stop until Schlid is retaken. I guess, let's go cautious. We don't want unnecessary losses. Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Alright, what do we do here? Okay, so we can look at the map first of all. We can go to the hero's place. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Okay, first of all, let's look at the map. Alright, so we're at Betrayal. And we're heading towards Schlid. Schlid, one of the forts that was built by the Varl in the relentless push to hold back the dredge. While that role would eventually be replaced by Stonehorn to the north, Schlid stood for a long time as one of the few strongholds keeping the dredge at bay. Okay. Alright, so I assume we're going to go that way, and then... yeah, we'll go past the Val's March. Val's March, Cradle of Grofheim, is named such for the belief that each Val of worth buried in King's Barrow becomes the bones of the mountains, eventually forming a new peak along the range. The size of each peak, it was said, would vary depending on the worth of the Val. Alright, well, fantastic. Let's just have a quick look at the hero tent. We can level up Mogur, apparently, and Eirik. So I say we do that. Let's just have a quick look. Okay, where am I looking? What is he? A shield master? Okay, so yeah, first of all, let's just promote the dude. Okay, and then let's rank up there, and maybe here. Okay, that's my good. Eirik. Eirik. What's Eirik's deal? Eirik is the guy who gets stuff done for the governor of Strand. Though for a man with a heavy responsibility, he seems to have an awful lot of freedom in his methods. Plenty of warring clans within Strand have tried to take him down. None have succeeded. Eventually he earned himself the nickname the Iron Turtle. What does he do here? Rally and light step. Not sure about raising him. Let's keep him back. I mean, we'll add him into the mix, but we'll keep him back. So rank 1. Okay, now who should we go? Let's speak to our old friend Ubin first. Hakon, you knew him well, didn't you? Mogun? No. Oh well. I don't know him. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Val listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Val. Mogun has got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. You consider what to say next. I mean, I'm assuming he's writing, you know, treasure stuff in the journal. So, number one, what are you always putting down in that journal? Doesn't strike me as something he would ask. I heard you were a terror in your day. Interesting. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Bit random, out the blue. Get some rest, always more marching to do. I heard you were a terror in your day. Let's try that. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we all can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grofheim, collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krummer is close, I think. But the addled son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be offed before I am. Although... The scrivener gestures around him, as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery man for Jorundir now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. Just get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Alright, well, then I guess we will now go see Mugir. Mugir? I wish somebody would say the name. I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mugger, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Okay, I think I should ask him if there's anything he can tell me about the caravan. Leader should know what he's leading. Throw together this many Varl. Half of them want to hit each other. The rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. And what about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Yrsa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl call her the Witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still, doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Alright, there's no market here for me to use, so I guess we'll be heading off. We have great morale. 185 fighters, 466 Val, 65 days of supplies, and no clansmen, which is always marvellous. No mouths to feed. Other than actual fighters. Look at that, says Magyar. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him what? You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Do I send some warriors? I guess, yeah, let's just send some warriors to take care of it. A dozen? How many am I gonna send? Maybe 25? Just to double up? Out of, what was it, 400? I think we can afford 25. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. He rushes off to find some volunteers. Ludin and his men are not asked. You return to travel. Oh, I only lost 10 Val. Nice. Hakon. You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day, and you brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? Why? Why do you ask? Because since we left Aberang, the Val have been acting like I need protection. Don't assume only the Val can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grafheim. The banner of Aberang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And, I expected more resistance. From Vognir, maybe? They tell me you were his Kendir. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Val thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? That doesn't mean I care what happens to you. In my own way, seems like the slightly more diplomatic way of approaching this. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Okay, on exertion, you've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to 3 exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack, or move 3 spaces further than usual if you've got the willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. Okay, so I guess this is Bersi, and this is, what was it, Yerda? Okay, and there's no way of collecting any supplies while we're here. Morale is great. Let's just look at this hero tent again. Okay, so we've got lots of people here we could actually use now. Ganolf, what was his dealio? Yeah, he could spin. And heavy impact. Good in the late game. His deal was give willpower, right? Grant an ally 2 willpower. Could be useful. Ludin's deal was... oh yeah, he can attack diagonally. Grants 1 willpower for each character he kills. Grants it to himself and any allies adjacent to him. And Yrsa. What's her dealio? Not many people know much about where Yrsa came from, but ever since Ludin became old enough to train, Yrsa has been close by. Rumors used to spread about a romantic relationship between the two until Yrsa found out about them, and then suddenly they stopped. Those who have spent much time near her have described the woman as intimidating. And what's her dealio? Slag and burn. Oh gosh. Character throws a 5-tile area of slag onto the ground, which explodes immediately. Targeted tile takes the damage seen below, which is rank 1, armor break 0, 2 strength damage, plus leaves up to 2 coals. Adjacent units take 2 strength damage. It also leaves randomly placed burning coals on unoccupied tiles. If targeting an empty tile, coals always appear on the center tile first. Walking over the burning coals causes 1 strength damage. Okay, and a puncture is her passive. Okay. Okay, what was his deal again? Sundering impact. Okay. And heavy impact. And Mugir. Bring the pain. And return the favor. Okay, I'm just going to drop these for a second because I just want to... Oh, I can't use these anyway. Oh, they're already in. You dum-dum. Okay. What about Bersi? Of all Ludin's travelling companions, Bersi is the most likely to stand out, being a literal giant amongst men. Even Ludin seems afraid of him, which may be the primary reason he hasn't been sent away. On the rare occasion it has been whispered that the Varl doesn't even work for the prince, but some other group altogether. What is well known is that he's already saved Ludin's life on more than 1 occasion. Okay, and his specials? Tempest and heavy impact, okay. So it seems like I should alternate between Bersi and Hakon. Let's just check their stats again. 9, 14, 4, 2, 2. 9, 12, 4, 1, 1. Okay. So Hakon is just a better version of Bersi. So I think we just do this. Feel like that makes sense. Alright, let's go see this Bersi. He's a fellow Varl. Let's find out what his deal is. You have a moment? As you approach Bersi, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. Okay. That's promising, though. He reads, he thinks. He's not a brute. You're Bersi. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. Okay, what are you doing working for Ludin? I think is the most reasonable and obvious question to ask. What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? Fair enough. It looks like you're in charge right now. So do me a favor and don't get Ludin killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. That sounds like yes with extra steps. Can I trust you? Well, a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. Okay, I won't keep you any longer. Carry on with what you were doing. You laugh at the unexpected gouge. Bersi grins, pleased with himself. Okay. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Okay, now let's go see the red woman, the witch. And let me have a little bite of some candy here. Yes, sir. Right? She watches as you approach, with her head tilted back, and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Yrsa shakes her head. No. A smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. Alright, well, this has been fun. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Hakon. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. Oh, really? She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. The fuck, Ludin surrounded himself by weirdos. Dangerous weirdos. Or at least dangerous sounding weirdos. Alright, are we going to leave now? What's this? Hang on a second. Alright, yep, let's head out. Okay, you overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently, he doesn't realize you're within earshot. Not willing to die for him either. I think we just carry on. Make my presence known, but keep walking. Not sure a Vognir would have been happy to hear that, you growl loudly. The Varl flinches as you walk past without looking in his direction. In the distance, you can hear his friend laughing at his misfortune. Nice. A small gathering of tents come into view. Group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler. As one does, his expression turns. Dredge start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. I guess we could see if they have... Do I need supplies? I feel like I don't need supplies. So just assure them this way is clear and see them off. They thank you profusely. One stops as he passes. If you're passing by Dengler, do me a favor. My wife's brother stayed behind. You'll know him by a necklace with many rings on it. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You nod. After a short time, they continue on. Caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then to Mogun, who tells you, Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Frostvellr and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plodded into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asks Mogun. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in a war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties, or you can take burden on yourself with a harder battle but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Okay. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 483 of them. You have 185 fighters and 456 Varl at your side. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. What do these mean? I feel like... What does oversee mean? Formations? Let's go formations. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain, morale, and the luck of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Alright, well I guess give the order. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Yeah, let's just go with that. Man, why do we all start in some bullshit position? Okay, so I reckon we'll go put her there. Put him there. He's gotta go there. Put him there. Maybe this guy up there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Hope for the best. What was his special ability? I cannot sundering impact, okay. Who's going next? This guy. And then this guy. And then this guy, okay. Then the guy at the back. Then that guy. Then this guy. So who's first? Okay. We're just gonna move forward then. Shall we? Or should we just stay there? I think we'll just stay. It's alright. His was... Yep. Gotta break it down. Oh, didn't I? Break that armor. Nice. Yeah, I think... we could go there. And we will just attack this guy. Willpower and 4 willpower. Okay, so his willpower is great at the moment. Where can he move to? Perhaps there? No. We'll hold him back. Okay, so he can't move through this gap. Fantastic. Really useful to me. So he is going to rest. Okay, she is going to move here. And then Slagenbar. That one. It's a lot of armor break. And yeah, sundering impact. We could do some serious damage to that guy. Ooh, that was painful. What about this? Yeah, it's gotta be this one. Break that armor. He's down. No, he's got 1 health. Okay, so he... Whoa. Just moving there. Let's go there. What does Impale do again? Causes knockback and target bleeds when moving. Okay. Well, let's move here and attack. Get rid of that guy. And she is going to... Well, hang on a second. Should do 3 damage to this guy. I think we just move over here. Use this. We'll try this one. And yeah, we'll move right there. And start by getting rid of this guy. And let's get rid of this guy. Hammering away here, right? Maybe let's get rid of some of that armor. Amazing. That couldn't have worked out much better. Let's kill this dude. Oh no, not kill, yeah. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. Okay. I think we just pull back. The dredge give you a wide berth and scatter into the distance. Lost 6 fighters and 16 balls. Okay. I don't know, is that unlocked? 16 Val seems excessive. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Val. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge, that direction. You overhear him tell Ludin. About a day away, they found a village. You ask what they're doing. Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more. Looking for God knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what you say. 1,000 of them is too many of us. Or too many for us to handle. So let's just wait and see what they do. A long day passes. Eventually the scout returns. Reports that they seem to be doing the same as before. Some move on while others take their place. All you learn is that they may be looking for something to devour in a village that has been picked clean. Okay, I guess we try to split the pack. Send a small group of shield bangers to get their attention. They do. Half a day later, many dredge are giving chase up the hill in their plodding sort of way, yet ready to lay waste. Okay, dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. Take a quick head count. There's 492 of them, and in total we have a little over 600. I think same again, formations. Okay, let's enter the fray. Okay, we have injuries. Injured, okay. Let's take him out. And we put Bercy in. Whoops. Feel like you should go first. And we'll do that. Ready for battle. Why are we scattered? This is frustrating. Scattered to the winds over here. Okay, thematically, it makes more sense for these two to be together and these two to be together. Also makes more sense for her to be over here, and for him to be over here. And I think that will do us. Let's try that. With this guy. Perfect. Oh, and what is he doing? How do I? Willpower. Willpower. Do one. We can do three. It seems a bit adventurous to be sending that guy over there like that. I'm gonna do this. And okay, and then she is going to do this. Maybe it makes more sense to go here. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. I don't know what this guy's doing, but let's make sure it stops. Let's give her this, I guess. I could do diagonal. No? One. Then we do tempest. Oh, but I only get the one guy now. Mother trucker. I know what I need to do. Move here. And then impale. Can't move back because the guy was in the way. Amazing. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. We will pull back before they regroup. Dredge, give you a wide berth and scatter into the distance. Lost 13 fighters and 32 bombs! Holy shit. Okay, we are avoiding anymore. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. Aval approaches. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You protect me. You doubt his ability to do the job. Yeah, makes sense. I'll prove myself, he says, awkwardly taking his leave. You're close enough to hear dredge rattling through the buildings below. Pull them out of the houses, Mogun suggests. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Can we just, yes, skirt the village? You heard him, says Mogun to the rest of the caravan. We're going around. Takes the better part of a day, but you manage to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Amazing. Perfect. Great. Okay, camp. 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 We need to camp. To rest. And I believe, can we just exit here? Seems like a good time to pause. Alright, so that was episode 2 of this Banner Saga run. Seems like we lost a lot of Val in just 2 fights there. Calling wars, I believe they're calling them. Which is why I decided to skip around the village that last time. Feel like we lost about 40 or 50 Val just in those 2 fights, which doesn't seem worth it in the long run. So, yeah, let's see what happens next episode.